Wagwan beautiful souls, I am Marcia C., the host of Her Sacred Soul Space podcast. In this safe space, we have discussions that ignite our hearts and expand our souls. This is a podcast dedicated to all women and is coined with spiritual and metaphysical aspects of evolving herself and aligning her purpose to her soul. Having a soul connection with oneself is the portal to life, and you can consider this podcast your stepping stone. There is a beautiful spark that occurs when goddesses embrace and empower each other's light, and that's what we are all about here on Her Sacred Soul Space podcast, Her Soul Connection. Look out for new episodes with Soul Gems every second and fourth Fridays. And remember, see your light, be your light.
Now, we are all connected to the divine.
Yeah.
And what I believe is that light fills our auric field, our energy field. We all have a personal energy field. It extends about 12 inches from our skin.
Your skin, okay.
So when we say we are protecting our energy, I think the correct or the full sentence would be, we are protecting our personal energy field. The source of that personal energy field, as I said before, is from the light, the connection with the divine, right? There are diagrams showing that our body emanates an electromagnetic field. And it's that electromagnetic field that creates that personal energy field around us. So you see the difference between the soul, which is embodied within our physiology, and the personal energy field that is around our body, that extends about 12 inches out from the skin. It is that energy that we need to protect.
Yes.
Why? Because that energy field is where negative thought forms can come in. Negativity directed from external to us enters through that energy field as well.
I don't want to be in that anxiety, so I want to figure it out. So then I get to this like crescendo, this big crest, fear reveals itself, what it is. And then I usually get pummeled, right? And I'm like, in my head, or I'm just a mess for like a little while. And then it kind of smooths out again. And then it's like calm. Then the waters are calm. And then I see, on the horizon, another wave is building, right? Like it's not ever going to go away, right? I say fearlessness is a myth. I don't think fearlessness actually exists. I think we were given the fear instinct in our brains for a reason, a very good reason, and it served us when we needed to.
It can be a spark. I feel like fear is one of the most transformative energies. If we let it, can literally light the spark to be able to, sometimes things have to come down or be destroyed in order to, within us or around us, to be able to be built into something more authentic and the better version of ourselves. And most of the time, it's fear that is the spark almost every time for me, where there's been some high level of transformative awareness. There's always fear there to set that spark ablaze.
Through meditation, I learned what it meant to love myself. And so much more is, that's a very general way of stating it, but so much more comes with that, including learning who you are at your essence, essentially peeling the layers away and really what stands as a foundation. Whatever didn't crumble is who you are when it all starts falling apart. And so the sides of you that you now know are really truly who you are, because they're the ones that stayed and the ones that make you feel good. So you want to keep those. Then you can finally start understanding the nudges, because you can trust your own voice. And on the outside, you can even appear to others like you're doing just fine. And, you know, nobody really, but then what happens, and I'm the same as well with the relationships. I mean, I look back on relationships I had, and they were great while we were one-on-one together. But what happens when the person leaves? Then who are you when you're in your own apartment with the doors closed? Like, what's left when that person is not there to validate who you are? And then when you feel yourself finally I distinctly remember the day that it happened, and I was like, oh, this is better than all the 15 years of therapy I did, and like just about any other experience, any boyfriend I've had. I mean, just in that 1 second, like an infinitude of light just went through me, and it was like this eternal moment.
Thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I would be honored if you could share this episode with a friend, subscribe, rate, and review. Don't forget to join us every second and fourth Fridays for another exciting episode of Her Sacred Soul Space podcast. I'd love to hear your comments. You can always find me on Facebook or YouTube as Her Sacred Soul Space. Until then, one love, and don't forget, see your light, be your light. Magan.